Okay, I'm Don Martin. I lived in Kalamazoo all my life. Been on the fire department for 35 years and retired out as assistant chief. Been on the board for 16 years and then got off and joined the planning commission. So I was on there, and then one of the trustees had moved up to the treasurer's position, so left the rest of her term opened up. So I'm filling her term right now. But when it's more than 6 months, you have to have elections. So what I'm trying to do is finish out the term at 28, because the term runs from 2024 to 2028, and finish out the term and then be done with it. But I enjoy serving the people. Well, I think that's one of the problems that we have in local government, the way that local government is structured today. Some of those decisions probably are made before it gets to the public. But the thing is that we need to talk to the residents. We need to get the word out there, what we're looking at, what we want to do before we decide to bring this up for a vote, and let the citizens have some input on what's going on. Well, one of the things I've done when I was on before is that we've always had people complain about their taxes, how high they are. We have a pie chart. We made a pie chart, took it up front, and showed where the money went. What went to KRESA, what went to school system, what went to all the other part of government other than their local government. And ours was a very small portion of that pie. So that's one way to do it. If you have something visual that you can show them, that's probably the best way. Well, I think we're there not to serve us, but to serve them. So the decisions that we make today for them needs to be the right decision. So we need to put a lot of thought in what we want to do and what they would like Kalamazoo Township to be and where they'd like the Kalamazoo Township to go. Well, I think one of the most important things to do is get in a way so we have no more operating millage, so we don't have to put the burden on the taxpayers today, because that's why the cost of houses today, the price of houses, the taxes and everything in houses, is because we're having the taxpayers pay the bill rather than industrial pay the labor. So we've got an opportunity now. We got some open land in Kalamazoo Township. We got an expressway that goes now 131 now goes both ways. It gets back out to 131, the business route does, and you can go back to 94, and you can go Chicago or Detroit. So now you can go back to the south where you couldn't before. And that's helped in Kalamazoo area, and hopefully it helped not just Kalamazoo Township, but Oshmo, Parchment, is to get more industry to come in and more trucks to go in and out of Kalamazoo. And so when they see there's easy access to the highway, that makes it where people want to build. And so if we get industrial to build here, then we can get our taxes where we need to get them. Well, I think one of the things that we have done now in the last few years is we've got more out to the public with information that we're putting out, what we're doing and what's going on, what kind of arrests we've had, stuff like that, and statistics for them to understand. Where before it was pretty well kept in-house and did not get out to the citizens. Well, that's a good question. I don't really know. I really do not know the answer to that. I think that anything that we do, that we can make it so we can get the wages where they need to go, get the cost of living down, and then that will help us all the way around, and gives the people the money that they need to have to live on and pay their rent or pay their housing stuff. I think that some of the other areas around us have done a good job, especially the city of Kalamazoo has done a good job of trying to find a way, and they've got the resources behind them. Cities get a chance because they can get a chance where they can get more money than what townships can to address this problem. And not just getting more money that they can get off the government, but also they can get donors that will give to them too. So that's really helped them, which has helped all of us. And I think all municipalities, the small townships and villages around just need to work with them to find a way that we can help them get more housing for the low cost for people to live in. Well, I think we should be treating everybody the same. And no matter if they come to our board meetings or if they call on the phone, I mean, when I was supervisor at the township, if anybody called, no matter who they were, I would address that situation, but I would not just address it on the phone. I'd go out publicly and address it with them. Because you get to need to know who's representing you. And if I work with you as a taxpayer and I go out and show you that, hey, I'm really trying to get something done for you, if it's roads or whatever it might be, blight in your area, whatever it is, then that means that we're going to work in a relationship between the both of us. So I think that's the best and the only way to do it. Well, that's a very good question. Right now, the where we are right now, as far as in conflict with other areas, other countries around right now, I'm not even sure. I'm just sure that we could do a better job of what we're doing right now and try to solve some of the problems that we have. And they're trying to do that right now on the federal level. But hopefully we can get there and make not just this country, but all countries more prosperous, more peace-loving people, rather than fighting each other all the time in a war. So that's why I really like to, I'm hoping that we get that direction. Well, I think that we've got a web page up right now for people to leave comments. I was taking phone calls too all the time. And I think that we need to have, and we listen to them at the board meetings. When they come to the board meetings and come up and talk to us, we listen to what they say. And especially if it's on the subject that not even that we're on that night, then we write that down and then we try to get in contact with them and get back and try to have a dialogue to find out really what they're looking at, what they want, what they need, and what's the problem that they're trying to address. Because sometimes you might tell me one thing, and when I really sit down and talk to you, it's not just that, it's about a lot of other things involved. So we need just to get to know what they're thinking, what they want. Well, the only final statement is that I would love to finish off the term that we've got. I've taken the last 6 months of the first 2 years, and those are 4-year terms, and I'd like to finish off that 4-year term, which is the other ending in 28. We've got a fire station that's going to be done this December. And on Gar Road, a brand new one. We haven't had a brand new fire station in many, many years. We've got a township hall and, I should say, township office areas and police department up on Douglas Avenue. They're going to start probably in June, groundbreaking on that. And that's supposed to be done by 28. So I would like to be around long enough to see those things come to light and be done. And then I can move on with my life and we can get a brand new board, because we're going to, in 2028, we're going to probably have a brand new board running, because I know a lot of the people that are there now are going to move on to something different. So I would like to just finish off this term and watch the growth in Kalamazoo Township.